All right, here we are at Carolina Trace. The lake has obviously been drained. They're doing some repair on the dam, but they drain the lake every year so that we can do work on boat docks and seawalls, whatever. But today we're doing a boat dock. Well, not today. This week we're doing a boat dock, and wanted to talk about square. How do we get them square so that everything works out good? And we use geometry. We use the rules of 3, 4, 5. So the rules of 3, 4, 5, and this can be done for any patio, porch, walkway. If you're doing you can measure corner to corner on small things, but when you're doing something big, it's sometimes it's problematic to do all 4 corners, especially if you got to try to do all 4 corners at the same time. Post. So I got lucky. That post, the corner post, and that corner post were made a square. Usually you don't get that lucky. Usually you just got to start with a straight line and go square off of that. But in this case, let's just assume that we're going with this corner one and that one down there. Just happens I got lucky, and that one single post out of the rest of them was actually square. So the laws of 3, 4, 5 is simple. If you take a corner, you measure 3, you measure 4, then the space between it is going to be 5 every time. And that measurement you can do 8, 6, and 10, which is just 2 times. It's going to come up. It's going to come up the same every time. Well, luckily you can do the same thing with feet. You can do the same thing with whatever. So just pick a corner. Daniel helped me because I only got one hand. Ordinarily, even if you're by yourself, you could pull a measurement, and that's 9. So, and you put the line. You can add a 2x4 or whatever, and you can hook it and walk away even if you're by yourself. But I have this in my way and a phone in the other hand, so hook it. So that's 9. This is 12. We're looking for 15. Ooh, stepped off my board into the mud. 15. Trace is great. We actually got lucky on this one, to be honest with you. There's solid ground, a little bit of top around most of this, but there's one cavity across here that is just crazy. And we build everything up onto legs, brace it back to whatever we can to keep it from wiggling. The legs will actually be hooked to the bands and drop down with space underneath them and bolts through them, so that when the concrete's poured, they lock in tight. And then basically we got string line ran, strings down every row to make sure they're straight. You know, when you get your corners, you got to pull a string to make sure there's no bows in it. Luckily, like I said, we had a few posts here to brace everything to on this side over here. Yep, 3, 4, 5. Brace it all out. Get it square. Now that we've done these 3 sides, we don't need to do 3, 4, 5 on the other end, but we could. But it's square. Once you get 3 sides, same distance on that side, same distance on that side, is going to be square down the front. So, yep, we're starting to dig some holes, having to dig all the way to solid, and looks like he's getting deep over there. Some holes get deeper than others. We get post hole digger if we have to. If it's If we don't hit solid for 6 feet, we don't hit solid for 6 feet. So, what was that look?
6 feet, man.
Hey, you hit solid. You dig till it's solid. Yep. We have found places that we almost couldn't hit solid, and we'd have to dig a 3 foot by 3 foot pad in the bottom, but drive rebar, whatever we gotta do. So there we are. We got the outside band on, 3 sides, and this one is getting composite decking. So who wants to see the ends of the composite decking? So we went with 2x10 and 2x8, and raised it up 1 inch, so it'll be picture framed. Won't be able to see all the ends and stuff. So okay, we're having fun getting back at it.